No, it's not strange at all that an egotistical, narcissistic, abusive man would name his only son after himself, even after trying to kill that child. My mother had no say in anything in that relationship. For instance, I wasn't supposed to be named Mary. I was supposed to be named Evelyn, after my mother's mother. Instead, my father changed the name to name me after his mother and his grandmother. Now, why would a man name his daughter after a woman who abandoned him at 10 years old? Other than pure narcissism. My father's mother was named Mary. She abandoned him at a store when he was 10 years old, and he was taken in and raised by his grandparents. His grandmother's name was Margaret. Can you imagine what my middle name is? He named me after a woman who abandoned him and another who really didn't like me, when the original plan was to name me after my mother's mother, whose car I was born in. But he had such a vengeance against my grandmother, he wasn't going to let that happen. So instead, I'm stuck with the name of two women who never even liked me. And my little brother got stuck with the same name as the same man who handicapped him and did not want him alive. I didn't lie. And it's not that strange of a concept that a man would name his only son after himself, especially in the South, where this is a fairly normal tradition for men to name their firstborn son after themselves. As a matter of fact, you know what, I guess that doesn't count. My older sister named her firstborn son after our father. I don't know why. He wasn't the father, as far as I know. It wasn't his friend. Sorry, you know what? I just messed up. Her firstborn son was named after his father. He passed away. Her second-born son was for some reason named after our father. So there is a Ronnie Woods III in our family, even though he's not related, to our father by being a father. That's strange. Now, having a grandchild named after you in that way, that's strange. But having your son named after you, that's completely normal. I don't know what universe you're living in where it's strange for a man to pass down a family name by naming his son the exact same thing. But in the South, from Florida, where I come from, this was like in every house. You've got fifth and sixth and seventh generations of men, all that have the same first and middle name. It's not strange at all. My dad's grandma, Margaret, the woman who I'm named after my middle name, she despised me. Like, that woman did not like me. She used to make me sit outside and wait for my grandmother to come pick me up. And that's exactly how she would say it. She would lock me outside and say, just sit here and wait for your grandmother to come and get you. Because I was not seen as her grandchild, even though I shared her name. Explain that to me. Explain how a grandmother can hate their grandchild that's named after them. That was my dad's side of the family. They were a hateful bunch. And Kathy's proven that my mom's side of the family is just as bad.